Hello and welcome to what will be actually for me a very emotional weekly update. This is my final weekly update now with HobbyKing. We've got a few cool things in store for you. Definitely one of the cool things being the thing that I'm very proud of. It's standing here behind me. This is a early pre-production version of the blue and silver Grand Tundra. As you've seen already, hopefully it's already been announced to you guys with the green and gold one. This is the other option in terms of color scheme. Yes, it's a bit rough around the edges, but it's pre-production. But what I can show you here right now is a little more additional flying footage. I'm in a very small space here, but I'm going to show you just how well this 1700 millimeters, it's a big model, handles this small space and how well it slows down. But also the undercarriage, how well it copes. The springs on this aren't the final production springs. So in production you will find a better version of that, keep that in mind. Now we're going to get on with the rest of the weekly update. I'm going to hand over to the guys over in New York, and then I guess we'll come back over here, right Michael? Yeah, that seems to be the thing to do. For that, I guess the final hurrah for myself, the final sign off. Emotional times. See you then.
Well guys, weekly update time. Stuart, that's the last time I'm gonna take it from Stuart and then pass it back to him again in a weekly update, which is beyond unbelievable still. It still won't set in until we're not doing this anymore. But guys, what are we doing quick? Well, we got some guys in the R&A department, and sometimes people send us gas motors that say that they tell us don't work, and we gotta test it some way. So I heard these two guys out here doing this. I had to film it because it is just ridiculously funny that this is the way we got to test the motors. But hey, you got to do it sometimes that way. Don't always have a plane you could just throw in a gas motor on and say, right, hey man, get it tested. But whoever sent this one to us, it works. So be right back. Back in the studios, you just saw some bike footage. That was that e-bike conversion kit that I mentioned about 2 weeks ago. A couple weekly updates if you're into biking. The e-bike conversion kit coming soon, and we're gonna have a product profile on that. And then something else we're working on, because our weather isn't the best for flying right now, but we're getting some sunny days and you can still go for bike rides. We got one of our e-bikes in. Just came in, Simon over in Australia, thank you, send it to us, we got it. And now I gotta piece this bad boy together. This is the road bike. Already available on HobbyKing.com, but we definitely want to get a video out there because not a lot of people might know that we don't just sell RC products. We sell other types of hobby type items, and e-bikes is one of the things we do. And this one looks really cool. I can't wait to do it. But guys, in the interest of keeping this weekly update short, because as you can see, there's still a lot more left, this whole weekly update really is about Stuart's goodbye. This was his final week here, so Stuart, we just wanted to say one more time how much it's been a pleasure working with you. We love you, we'll miss you, and we're so excited all the new planes that are gonna be coming out with your imprint on them. We can't wait to continue flying them and continue on the tradition. You know, a lot of the guys over in Australia, they're excited, we're excited, and you, the viewer, at least next week when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the direction we're gonna be heading as far as videos, because obviously Stuart was the head of video, also the head of Durafly, but now things are gonna change a little bit. So you'll see some newer content, some different type content from us. And then we also want to ask you guys, you the viewer, you guys who watch us, what do you want to see more of? But we'll get into more of that next week. This week is about Stuart and Stuart's goodbye. So for the final time on a weekly update, I want to throw it over to Stuart. And again, thank you so much for everything. And take it away.
Bye, Stuart.
Bye.
Thank you, James. Now we have the Avios Spitfire in the desert scheme and the ETO scheme. The ETO scheme is a pre-production sample.
It's pre-production sample, so keep that in mind. Not quite finished yet, Steve, thank you.
All right.
Bit of a joke there for you. No, actually, yes, as Steve was saying, go.
The ETO Spitfire is a pre-production version, so it's not quite up to the spec that you guys are going to see, but it's what we have been playing around with and testing. Same with the desert scheme. And these will be available in the next few months, hopefully.
Yes, well, absolutely. And absolutely, because Steve is now pretty much at the helm. This is, as we know, my dying hours here at HobbyKing and HobbyKing Live, so this is the actual last weekly you'll see me in, probably video as well. And with that in mind, not only have Steve been teasing the ETO scheme, we've got the Grand Tundra, which we announced this week. Yes, one of my personal favourites. Steve, I know you've been enjoying that, and even though it's very, very windy here, right?
Yeah.
And really windy, what, like 20k? Yeah, like 20 miles then, 20 miles an hour in real money. We're still going to go up and fly because we're hardcore like that.
That's how we do.
That's how we roll.
We're going to test these things.
Yeah, for
So
you guys.
You guys can fly and win.
See how this is working? You're going to do fine. All right, on with the show.
Even though it's really windy, the Avios Spitfire is flying really well, but it's not ideal weather conditions for a warbird of this size and this light wing loading, but we're having a lot of fun and we're able to fly a lot of manoeuvres and just about to do a nice loop now, maybe a roll. But it's a little bit crazy, a little bit windy, but we're having a good time. It's all good. Considering the weather conditions, the Avios Spitfire handled like a champion. And we've got a new battery and get another flight in. I'll take that on an extremely windy day out here at PMAC with the Avios Durafly. It's not Durafly.
That's Avios.
It's Avios.
Calls himself a brand manager.
Yeah, what is this?
Just looking at the stills, what we like to do is whilst Michael shoots video, we like to shoot some stills as well. And Steve, actually we've got some good ones. And if they're so good, we'll show you guys now.
Now, let's go now.
Okay, everyone, let's get started. Yes, beautiful, feeling it. Let's get some smiles. It's all in here. That's it, yes. Let's let the inside out. Okay, you're an animal. Yes, there we go. You're a tiger. You're Tony the Tiger. You're great.
Oh yeah, look how slow it is. And away she goes on forest. Walk away from that one. Okay, so tearfully, this is going to be quite symbolic. Here I am handing over the transmitter. Throttle cut is on, nice and safe. That was my last landing for weekly update with these guys at HobbyKing. Steve, passing over to you, Steve. Thank you very much, sir. Nick, look forward to you engineering properly some models. Apparently I do some bush engineering and Nick's not so keen to that. So look forward to better engineered samples down at the club. Because of course they're all beautifully made and they will continue to be so under Steve's great leadership, Durafly and Avios. Anything to say, Silent Bob? Steve's got this thing where he doesn't like to talk, so we're going to bring him out of his shell. All right, see you later.
Stu, sad to see you go, but as they say in showbiz, the show must go on. So to prove it to you, I'm going to rattle off a couple of the projects that we've got in the pipeline now. You can expect a lot of these to be released this summer. In fact, this isn't even an exhaustive list. There's more to come. But if I rattle through them quickly, we've got Navy Cub Red V2 V2C T ME Bixler